Ini perlu on cam nggak, guys?
Kedengeran. Boleh nggak tolong di recall apa aja yang dipresentasiin minggu lalu ya?
Bahasa Inggris atau bahasa Indonesia?
Nah, bahasa Indonesia nggak apa-apa.
Um, from group 3, we discuss about classroom transition with uh, classroom management strategies, which is it's discuss wajib on nggak ini? Kalian dengar suaraku, guys?
Yes.
Dengar.
Yes, dengar.
Mau lanjut mau lanjut nggak on cam kan?
Ya, nggak usah.
Okay. So our group is discuss about classroom transition with classroom management strategies, which is it will be that will be discuss about the strategies from from classroom transition. The first strategies will be the create a ring and consistency. The second strategy will be the attention. The third strategy, avoid taking a bite. And the fourth strategy is give one-step instruction. And then we have also the golden rule, like slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That already is explained by Dita before. And also strategy number 5 is systematic storage. So first, the classroom transition is a piece between each activity. So it's like specific moment or period during a lesson when students move from one activity to another. For example, from one lesson to the next lesson, from group work back to work class instruction, from listen to discussion, and or from playtime to study time. So why does it matter? Because the time will be efficiently that will be reduced waste minute between activity. That we keep student focus, create a calm and predictable classroom environment, and help students understand expectation and develop independence. And then the strategy number 1 is discuss about uh, rhythm and consistency. This part meaning teacher use the same routine apply every day and make transition using the same method several times. So the second strategy will is discuss about attention, and then there will be 3 tricks. The first one is the countdown, like the teacher count backward for get their attention, and then do the eye contact and harness timing, like we tell the student how long we need their attention. Strategy number 3 is avoid taking a bite. The student often try to distract the teacher, like ask about uh, ask the out of the topic. So the solution in this case is stay focused on their direction and acknowledge student briefly but delay the conversation. So we can answer the question, but after we finish um the listen. And then the strategy number 4, give one step instruction. So break down complex transition into tiny and manageable. The one-step rule gives only one instruction at a time and wait for the class to finish it before giving the next. And then the time limit is assigned a specific number of seconds for each task. And repetition. Briefly repeat the instruction to ensure those who were distracted stay on track. And then the golden rule, the slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Slow is smooth is taking the time to do things correctly and slowly, step by step. Create an orderly classroom. And smooth is fast is an orderly process, avoid confusion, making the overall transition much faster. And strategy number 5 is systematic storage. Um, there will be two tricks to keep the student folder or student tags. The first one is keeping material in the classroom. So the video suggests keeping important student material like journal or folder inside the classroom instead of letting the student take them home. For example, the journal can be stored in the box or a student has a specific place for their material. And the second trick is the weird location trick. This means telling students to put their material in very specific and unusual place in their backpack, such as the special inside pocket, the pocket that not usually used, and a bottle pocket. Because weird location will be easy to remember. Something like that. I think that's all from our group before we already explained yesterday. Maybe some of you guys have some question, or maybe some of the group want to tell their material as well. Yeah, Cinta.
Thank you for the explanation, Yulia. I occasionally heard about the golden rule. Kalau boleh, tolong dong dieksplanasi the whole golden rule concept itu ke aku. Because during your meeting, I was on kuliah umum. So, please.
All right, Cinta. So maybe my friend will be explain about that. Let us discuss first. Yeah, thank you.
So I will explain about the golden rule. The golden rule or the mantra is slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. So what is golden rule? And when the teacher taking the time to do things correctly and slowly or step by step, it creates an orderly classroom. Is it slow is smooth? Smooth is fast is an orderly process of quiet confusion, making the overall transition much better. So slow is smooth and smooth is fast is when the teacher slow down and give clear steps. The transition actually become faster because students are not confused. I think that's all. Thank you.
You.
Maybe is there any question again?
Kalau boleh move on ke kelompok 1 atau kelompok 2 ya, buat eksplanasiin ulang.
Boleh. Take your time, guys.
Mau nanya dong.
Ya, Jaya.
You explained about the strategy, right?
Yeah,
So I
strategi.
want to ask about which strategy should the teacher use first? I mean for the new teacher, the best strategy. Do you guys get it?
Yep, get it.
Okay. Okay, thank
Just
you.
a moment ya. Let us discuss first. Uh, for Jaya, so your question will be which strategy will suit best for the new teacher, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so for me, the best strategy is the attention, get the attention. Because if we don't have their attention while we explain our material, our listen, they don't gonna be understand what we talk about because they don't keep the attention to us. So maybe the strategy number 2 will be the best for the new teacher. So they will get the attention, and then the student will be understand the what the lesson will be like, what apa yang kita ajarkan gitu. Sorry ya. Is it clear?
Yeah. Clear enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Dana, boleh silakan.
Okay. So I was wondering, your material is about classroom transition, right?
Yep.
And I noticed that a couple of teachers doesn't really apply this strategy into their class, but the class is still going on and the student can still like understand what she's talking about. So is it really that important to apply, or it's just like an optional strategy? Thank you.
Alright, thank you for the question, Dana. Let us discuss ya. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
I think I want to answer Dana's questions and also share my point of view of this. So, this strategy is still important, even though some teachers do not use this strategy in the classroom, can still run as usual, and this strategy help make the class more organized and controlled. It gives students clear signal about what behavior is expected without the teacher needing to talk the time. So this strategy is especially helpful during transition or when the class starts to become noisy, and it supports students to controlling their own behavior and help the teacher save time and energy. So while the classroom might function without this strategy, but this strategy makes classroom management easier, clear, and more effective. I think that's all. What about your opinion, Dina?
Okay, very clear. Thank you, Dita. But yeah, I have the same opinion with you. Just wondering, like, yeah, that's why I asked you this question. Thank you.
Thank you, Dina.
Okay.
Thank you friends for all the participation. Kita udah ngelewatin 30 menit from the Zoom meeting start and I'm pretty sure it's gonna end it up soon. Jadi rasanya segitu aja diskusi kita buat hari ini. Thank you so much. Dan terima kasih untuk kehadirannya. Sampai ketemu lagi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.